This episode proudly sponsored by Opposite Lock and Takla Products, in association with De Graaf Performance Exhausts, Indeflate, and Tracks for Africa. We are at Takla Products, and I'll tell you what, guys, we've just pulled in to come and try out their new river rock range. It's getting fitted, and I'm joined by Ed. He's pulled in, and I'll cover from the guys at Opposite Lock. I tell you what, we're getting these things fitted, and on Thursday we take them out and put them through their proper tests. I'm excited. Come, let me show you. Come have a look, see what's going on. This is next level. Right, so obviously we've just come from Takla, and as I do with any new product or new bit of gear, you get an initial impressions. And if this smile doesn't say exactly what's going on, well then, I don't know, maybe I just need to tell you, right? So what we've done here is we've gone with the Takla River Rock range. It's the new range from Takla Products, and I used to have the Signature Black range, also from Takla Products. Now I love the Signature Black range just because it felt sophisticated. It had a really nice plush touch, was weatherproof, waterproof, all of the above, excellent quality, and it just made the vehicle overall feel a little bit luxurious. This range, on initial impression, not only has all of the above, but is rugged. It's built tough, and the guys at Takla said, listen, go ahead and we need you guys to try and break it. Now that's confidence in a product, so we're going to try. On Thursday we head on out. We're looking forward to it, so join me in this episode as we take not only the Takla Products River Rock range and put it through its paces, but we have a big trip with some really good people. Stay tuned, folks. This is going to be a next level episode as we head into Kruger National Park and then into Makuya. Check this out. Overlanding, by definition, is vehicle-dependent adventure travel. I overland travel because I enjoy the wild and the wild places I get to visit in Southern Africa. And as someone who really enjoys exploring and the spirit of travel, I class myself as an overlander. Overlanding in Africa comes with its challenges though, and that adds to the exploration of new, untamed places. Wherever you are in the world, make the excuse to get out and enjoy the adventure that is life. I'm Ryan Crocker, and this is 4x4 Ventures. This South African off-road adventure starts in Johannesburg as we make our way up to the Kruger National Park, entering in at the Phalaborwa Gate. We travel north and exit at Punda Maria Gate to put 3 nights in at the Makuya National Reserve as we explore this pristine area along the majestic Luvuvhu River Trail. The adventure ends at the Punda Maria campsites as the Kruger delivers its magic in spades. An unforgettable adventure awaits, but first, let's catch up with Rhys from Takla Products South Africa.
How am I supposed to do this with this guy? Neil, can we call security and get him removed? I'm Rhys from Takla Products. I'm the managing director, and Takla is a firm that started manufacturing high quality waterproof interior protection solutions focused on the 4x4 and overlanding community in 1996. It's not only just for the 4x4 and overlanding community, we also target trucking industry to a degree and normal cars, everyday cars that go through wear and tear. Our objective is just to focus on preserving the interiors of the vehicles as the vehicles get more expensive. We think it's important that we safeguard those interiors and protect those investments. So after 27 years in the business. We're constantly trying to keep our eyes and ears open for new high-performance textiles that we can integrate into the seat cover market, particularly in South Africa. It's quite challenging to get them right, and about, 6 months ago, we found a new product called River. It's got a more rugged look to it, which I think talks to the overlanding, the adventure community. There's certainly an element of adventure when you feel it, when you touch it, when you're driving on it. You get the sense of you can conquer anything. You're certainly going to take the dirt road over the tar road with the range of River. That's how we feel about it, and that's what we picked up from it when we got it. I'm very much looking forward to the adventure. I think for us it's quite a unique opportunity to put our products into application and understand better where our clients are taking our products and the environments that they're going into. And it's a great time for us to do a comparison between our existing ranges and the new ranges. I'm quite excited because on this trip we've got clients, we've got people we work with in the industry, and all the vehicles have our product in. So we're going to have a set of Black Edition that's our sort of entry-level range. We're going to have a set of our signature range in one of the vehicles, and then we're going to have 4 sets of the new River range. One of the things that the River will continue to do is allow us to put a 5mm laminated foam padding on, and that adds a few different advantages. There's an element of an added comfort because it's got this foam padding on it, but it also allows for a better fit. And our objective is when you open the door, it shouldn't look like anything but how it came from the factory. That's our objective, that's what we work toward. And the River range will continue to integrate those choices and continue to allow us to custom make and hand make products to the end users' requirements, needs and wants.
Right, 4 o'clock and we've just pulled up to Phalaborwa Gate. Time to check in to the Kruger. Just remember when checking in, bring in your ID, and if you've got a gun, you've got to declare it here. They'll put a stamp on and lock it away. But yeah, also there is Luvuvhu here, and it's actually quite busy. I'll tell you what, I didn't think it would be this busy. But yeah, time to head to the Luvuvhu and then get into the Kruger National Park. There's the gate behind me. Magic, absolutely magic. So, we are in Kruger National Park. Rhys is still racing. He doesn't know how to drive 50 kilometers an hour. And it's not about meeting or matching the speed.
The bush is looking awesome.
And the bush is looking like absolutely fantastic. That's it on the radio. He's in front. We now make our way to Mopani. And just to give you an idea, I've moved into the passenger seat because I've been working hard the whole day while someone just enjoys themselves. We are making our way to Mopani. He's right up Ed's backside because he just doesn't know how to give enough space to breathe and just enjoy the wildlife, the experience, the possibility that things might come out to the road and you could get the shot of a lifetime. So we're just enjoying, and the sun is beginning to set, so it's getting a little bit cooler, and absolutely fantastic to be in the Kruger National Park. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Rhys, what do you have to say there, buddy?
So the smell of the bush has brought back memories, which has made me miss my tent.
You're missing your tent.
The only problem I have with my tent is the fight I have to get all the poles. But I can't wait. It's going to be so good.
I don't believe in bro. I know he's missing that tent, not for that reason. Yes, it's a fight. He actually says to me before I started filming, he says, yes, I'm going to have to fight with that tent again. So,
It's like a spider trying to put up its web.
So one of the benefits to having a rooftop tent, it's simple. It's so simple. But being in the Kruger, absolutely fantastic. We just came across a mother hyena and 2 pups. I didn't get the second pup, but I just got the one. And shame, it was suckling as the sun is beginning to set here in Kruger National Park. Absolutely fantastic. I can't wait for the other guys to arrive tomorrow. The bush, I tell you guys, have a look at this. From the gate and travelling the speed limit of 50 km per hour, it should take you an hour to check in at Mapani Lodge and travel back to Tsendze Rustic Bush Campsite. At this stage, we are just happy to be back in the Kruger National Park, one of South Africa's gems. Having checked in, we make our way to camp, and on cue Africa delivers another golden sunset. When in these wild places, it's moments like this that I truly appreciate the places I get to visit and experience. And what better way to do that than with good mates?
I've got these two legends with me. Here's the one legend.
Good evening, all.
How are you doing, Rhys?
Oh, I'm doing lovely. First time to Kruger.
Hey, serious?
Yeah.
Hey,
Never.
man. Let's go see what the other legend is saying.
They call him Mr. Tsendze.
Hey, we're here. We're just pulling into Tsendze Rustic Bush Campsite. We've got campsite number 3, which is right on the fence, not far from here. And I'll tell you what, we made it by the skin of our teeth. Let's get this gate open, idiot.
Very fortunate. I had my two good mates, Ryan and Rhys, pull through here on my birthday. Today's my birthday, so they spoiled me and surprised me and came along for a night at Tsendze before the other guys arrived. So magic, absolute magic, 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 magic. Could not be happier. No better way to spend the birthday. And let's get to campsite 3, which we've only had once before, and set up camp. Have a few cold ones, throw some meat on the fire, and enjoy the Kruger National Park magic.
Fantastic to finally pull into camp after a long day on the road. We do the expected general 10-minute camp shuffle and set up shop for the first night.
His tent ain't gonna open there.
Rhys is on cooking duty and some top lamb chops are in order.
Oh, it'll open
Magic.
Do you think it's a rookie error putting up your tent next to the fire? Depending on which way the wind is blowing.
We've been closer. If the wind picks up though and it decides to blow that way, which is blowing towards us it seems, then it's a big bloody error. But
Rhys is a veteran at this.
I don't know about a veteran, eh? I mean, it's like he's driving, you know. He's still getting those wheels right, yeah.
Yeah, so guys, if you actually want to know how to do it and not complicate and don't complicate your life, look at this. Ground tent, stretcher. Okay, maybe don't look at that. We'll cut that out.
What's happening, people? So, we're cooking tonight. It's Ed's birthday. So we decided he does nothing. Maybe he has a few cold waters. And we're going to do lamb chops, societies, and some boerewors. So we're going to spice these things up, get them on the fire, get some nyama in us. Chop spice.
What is it?
Rhys is sorted. Rhys is actually a chef. He's got his
Chop
own YouTube
spice.
channel. That's Kif.
Try.
Hashtag subscribe.
So far, The sounds of the wildlife, incredible. And it is a truly amazing place. I've been to some pretty wild places. This rate's up there with them. This is a good I'm not swearing.
Those buckles at the bottom there. Like I said, it's mint until you get to the color grade. Oh man. This knot is flipping going high up in the tree. What's happening?
Hey, good morning. I mean, let's be real. Let's be real. And let's be honest. How amazing is it to wake up at Tsendze?
Yes.
Dude,
How are those hyenas? I've never in my
did you hear the lions? There's a lions not far from here. I promise you, dude.
Yes, no,
I'm
I
not
didn't
shitting
hear
you. When you were
Yeah.
there's lions there, dude.
Oh, yes, I was.
So yeah, absolutely brilliant. Like I think there's few places where you wake up in the morning and you are truly immersed in the wildlife, and this is definitely one of them. For me, this is definitely one of them. I love it. But yeah, easy night's sleep last night. Had a bit of pain in my toe. I think old Gary the gout came through and visited. I've been told. Yes, very sore, eh? Sure. Anyways,
Here's the cause of the gout there.
there's it. Oh man, you need to behave, eh? I'm excited tonight, you need to behave. Yeah.
We're at Tsendze, it's morning, and Ryan's making his famous cup of coffee that I'm willing to try, purely because getting everything out the car is a job. So let's see. But I'm shaking because I'm nervous, not because I'm bubbling.
We're going off.
Making your famous coffee.
Yeah, hey, famous, come on, man. Let's just end this game now, bro. I know.
Infamous?
No, man, just shut up in the background there.
Because I actually don't want to unpack my vehicle to get my coffee. I will say yes to a cup of coffee from 4x4 Ventures.
You want one?
Yeah,
Do you?
yeah.
Okay, fuck,
Now
bro.
the pressure is on.
Yeah, because I've got to clean and make this whole thing again, and that's a job, bro.
Serious?
Yeah, well, I've got one here. I've got one for one. Let me make you one. But I'm gonna make you one. I'm gonna make Eddie. I'm gonna make you one. Don't worry, Mok. I got you, eh? No, it's his birthday. No, that was yesterday.
No, you get a birthday weekend.
No, cock, man.
No,
Who said
yes,
that
no.
story? How is it? No, man. Don't talk cock, bro.
Ed might reckon my coffee is cuck, and he's probably right. But I am content, and for me, the best coffee is any coffee when you're in the bush.
Good morning. And what a morning it is, eh? We're sitting here, Ed, Rhys, and myself. We're enjoying what has to be a fantastic morning. Nice cup of coffee. Ed had one of mine. I got it off camera though. He loves it. I think at this stage that he'd drink anything.
I think loving it is a bit of a push. I said it's good. I wouldn't say I love it.
Tell everyone you love it.
It's missing that
zing.
the zing.
What's a zing?
It's just a little bit stronger, but it's lekker.
Little bit of okay. That's helpful. That's
Actually,
progress.
the only thing is that when you get to the bottom, there's a little bit of mud, but that's not Ryan's fault. It's that jet oil press doesn't have a fine enough mesh filter. But yeah, it's good. We're having coffee here at Tsendze.
So I'll take that. I'll take that. You heard it here first on 4x4 Ventures.
And last.
And lost.
Yeah,
But
just because I'm in a good mood.
And he doesn't want to unpack his car.
We're just enjoying, eh? We heard hyena earlier this morning. I heard lions off in the distance. The hornbills are flying around, crested barbets, golden oreo. Oh, just brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. If you know anything about Tsendze, the bird life here is absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. We head up to Mopani, do some odds and sods there, and yeah, get ready for everyone that's pulling. Today is the day, guys. It's going to be a big one. It's going to be a big one. What do you have to say there, Rhys?
A lot of overindulged in certain liquids last night. So I'm feeling a bit fragile, but I'm okay. Great place to wake up.
What do they call it? First night burnout or blackout?
That was my plan. Then I'll be safe for the rest of the week.
Yeah, we had a good time here at Tsendze. If I tell you, we've always had the hyenas go crazy, but last night was unbelievable.
Yeah, they were going mental.
Like, I'm not joking here. Like maybe 9 or 10 different hyenas going absolutely in all directions. It was amazing. And the hyena call is one of the things in Africa. I mean, you've got, like we said last night, it's the scops, it's the hyena. What was the other one?
Fish eagle.
And as far as I'm concerned, there's only a few places you can have all three. This is one of them, and Mofoto in Botswana is the other one. But the Mofoto sounds are nowhere near as lekker as this. Yeah, if they just had quite a few of these in the Kruger, like 5 or 6 of these rustic campsites, it would be absolutely amazing. So Sandparks, you heard it here on our channels. If you do this, it'll be a winner. And maybe a few unfenced ones, that would be awesome.
We head back to the gate to meet the legends that will be joining us on this adventure. We've just pulled up. The gang from opposite lock has pulled in. Quava, you're looking so floral today. Are you ready for overlanding?
Yes, I am.
There we go.
Doing it.
Aha, we're doing it. We've just pulled up. The gang has arrived.
What market?
And in case you're wondering, I'm missing a side to my sunglasses. Apparently it's the new craze. Kenny from Sea Gear. Guys, watch out for this fella. Makes the best sand-free ground mats. Kenny, are you excited to be here, buddy?
Very much. I like it, yes.
Aha, there we go. And then we have team leader. Team leader,
How are you, Mr. Cook?
Mr. Richter. Heinrich Richter.
They say so.
There we
That's
go.
not my real name.
Spooks, Cain and Abel. Victor. Yeah, Vic, yeah, there we go. Now remember, this is a paid working trip for Ed and I for this episode's sponsors. So, just an FYI, I've never filmed and edited anything like this before, went out on an adventure. Overwhelmed is the word I'm looking for. It might not look like it, but let it be known that my nerves are shot as I walked around with camera in hand, trying to remember what to say, who's who. Did I forget someone? Yes, I did. But let's head to Letaba. A beverage or two sounds lekker right about now. It's a hot day. We make it to the Letaba Lodge and enjoy a refreshment or two. We catch up, talk about the trip ahead and what we are in for. And with the introductions and the adventure induction all done, we come together as the Springbok Overlanding team, ready to take on the challenge of the Luvuvhu River Trail.
Yeah, so you don't go all the way back.
So quite a lekker day. We're obviously joined by the guys from opposite block, Takla and LACIE, and then some really good friends and families to the shows. Absolutely brilliant. We stopped off at Letaba and we realized because we're such a big group, time is moving rather quickly. So we're now heading to Tsendze rustic bush campsite where we'll enjoy the evening, meet up with everyone and enjoy a night around a group fire. Rhys, how have you found the day, buddy?
Today has been amazing. To be truthful, it has been quite warm. We didn't have enough water. And we've got water now, and the adventure continues.
100%. So it's been a very, very hot day. Absolutely. But very nice. Very nice to meet everyone, and really, we are enjoying. We're having a good time. And a lot of work, but hey, absolutely magic, absolutely magic. Let's get to Tsendze and enjoy the evening. We'll see you then. Another long and hot day as we pull into camp just after 6 p.m. In order to fit the 9 vehicles in, we booked 2 campsites furthest away and side by side. The evening is shared around the fire as the night sounds of Kruger come alive. A massive thank you to Roger and Elena for managing this amazing campsite.
Sorry for the squinting, this light is very bright. Because, no, it's got a microphone. Ryan has already given me gears.
Hey, no gears here. He's not driving, so no need for gears.
But what an amazing, amazing evening. Ed is over there having a chat. Ryan's over there having a chat. Everyone's having a great time. We got the fire going, the bra going. Hey, life is sweet.
No, just do what you do.
Hopefully you enjoy at Tsendze. I'm sure we'll come back soon. Thanks so much. Have a safe trip, guys.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Thank you, Elena.
Bye.
An early morning, as today is the day. The day we merry men get to drive a trail I've only heard about in magazines and whisperings around campfires. The Luvuvhu River Trail in the Makuya National Reserve. But first, a quick stop at the continental line that is the Tropic of Capricorn. This stop is one of a handful of stops that allows visitors to the national park to get out of their vehicles, as it's considered a safe zone. Maybe not necessarily a safe zone, and as I always say, keep your head on a swivel and stay close to your vehicle. The wild is always around you, which is the way it should be. The Tropic of Capricorn marks the southern boundary of the tropics, while the Tropic of Cancer north of the equator marks the northern boundary. It is the Tropic of Capricorn that the sun rays strike the earth vertically only one day of the year, at noon on or about the 21st of December. And this marks the beginning of summer in the southern hemisphere. And with that, pics are taken and a couple more Bubble-Ass rescue drinks are put back. Good morning, and what a morning it is, as we've now left Tsendze rustic bush campsite and onwards march to Babalala picnic spot,
and then Punta Maria Gate. Yeah, fantastic evening with the fellas from, actually just with everyone really. Really magic. The guys got to see the owls this morning, and we tore down camp fairly early, and we're now on the road. We're now on the road doing what has to be the first big group game drive I've ever done. Rhys, how are you this morning, mate?
I'm feeling well. Had a fight with my tent this morning. Got some exercise. It was like a gym workout. And everything is good.
And you showered.
I got
headache tablet for my firstborn.
Oaks are asking if they got headache tablets for their firstborn.
Say it louder again.
Right, gents, let's get to Makuya. We make the push and exit Kruger at Punta Maria Gate, 150 kilometers from the Tropic of Capricorn. This being our last fill-up point for the next 5 days, we fill up, take a minute, and look forward to leaving the tar road and civilization. The drive from Mingaville village to the southern Membe Gate to enter Makuya is 24 kilometers. And with a large team, it took us an hour to do. But none of this matters, as our first stop is Elephant Camp alongside the Luvuvhu River, and we're all excited.
We just crossed over the Luvuvhu River, and we are now traveling to the south gate of Makuya. And I tell you what, the adventure starts here, and I hope you enjoy it.
Finally arrived here at the member gate. Busy signing in quickly, and then we are on for the next 3 days doing Makuya. It's going to be hectic, but it's going to be lekker. It's going to be worthwhile. So check this out.
Looking forward to it, definitely.
So we've just arrived at the Makuya gate, the southernmost gate, and we met Thomas. We're just signing in. Everyone's rearing and roaring to go and explore, man, and it feels amazing. The bush is at its best, and already we've driven some pretty gnarly terrain, but good to be in the bush. Okay, so it's that part of the trip where we bring out the trusty old Indeflate, and it's the new unit, and I keep going on about it just because it makes things so much easier. But let's get this out, let's deflate these tires and make the ride a lot more comfortable. Unfortunately, he doesn't have his Indeflate unit.
Yeah, someone forget to pick it up.
Yeah, it's there in Johannesburg, but we're going to get him a unit and get it back to him as quickly as we can. But I'll tell you what, Heinrich, go and give this new unit a try and tell me what you think.
100%. Thanks, Ryan. Makuya, not for sissies.
Apparently, it gets a lot tougher. So, Ed, if you were using the start of this trail as a guide to anything, apparently it means very little. You know what's amazing? It's absolutely amazing. Everyone's using the Indeflate. Ben, what deflate kit are you using?
The good old-fashioned one.
Indeflate. You don't have the digital one yet?
No.
I'm going to have to speak to Rickers for you for that, bro. Everyone. That's 9 vehicles. Ross, what kit are you using there?
Indeflate.
Indeflate. Every one of us. Only Indeflate. Let's go up to this big group. Okay, maybe One Oak is using something else.
No. Just keep it. Actually,
Daryl's using.
no, go not. How much is making it? 1.8.
That looks a nice system there. That looks a really nice system. Kwaba, what system are you using to deflate your tires?
I don't have a system.
She doesn't have a system. Connor, what system are you using to deflate your tires? Indeflate. That's 7 out of the 9. And here's our rock star. Heinrich, what system are you using to deflate?
Indeflate.
There we go.
Uh-huh.
The Luvuvhu River Trail officially. And with that, we were in for some proper two-spur off-road driving. And we are all biting at the bit to make some headway in this area of the reserve. Our first camp is only 18 kilometers away, but with the track conditions being this tough, it would take the better part of the afternoon for the group to get through. The Luvuvhu River Trail is one that follows the Luvuvhu River for a 55-kilometer stretch in this part of the Makuya National Reserve. Marked by rocky outcrops, steep inclines and declines, more rocky outcrops, fantastic sceneries backed with the amazing vistas, and with riverine forest ecosystems, this trail is soon to grab the group's sense of exploration as the track appears underutilized and overgrown. It really is a special part of the country as the Luvuvhu River separates the Makuya Reserve and the Kruger National Park. Slow going and loving every minute of it. It's hard going, yeah.
And he's strict. I can hear him on the radio and that. He's like very strict. He's very unpleasant. Yeah, commandant.
Yeah, it's not the commandant.
Commandant.
Yeah.
Who sold you this car? Who sold you this car?
He did.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he's like just trying to protect you. Let's phone your sister.
We have our first sighting of the amazing and very, very picturesque and beautiful Luvuvhu River. And we've just come around a corner and we're gonna camp, if I tell you, 20 meters from the Luvuvhu River in a spectacular spot. Really, absolutely brilliant to be here. Thank you, Heinrich, my man. Magic, foot, magic. My man, where are we?
We just arrived here in Makuya at our first night stay next to the Luvuvhu River, so still some time to try and catch a tiger. Look at this place. What more can you ask for a campsite for the first night in the wild?
A vigil.
So, I'll get you one immediately.
What better way to unwind and share moments with great people by fishing alongside the spectacular river. The Luvuvhu River is home to the ferocious tigerfish, but be warned, it is also home to hippo and large crocodiles. Take caution when close to the river's edge, and at this time of the year being November 2023, the water levels are low, and our suspicions were that the tigerfish were hiding out in some of the deeper pools upstream. Still though, what a special spot this is.
Your chances of catching a fish when the fly is in the water is always better than in the air.
Next morning, and we're all in good spirits and well rested. Not being in a rush today, we take it easy. Our second campsite in the reserve is aptly named Buffalo's Camp, some 18 kilometers from Elephant Camp. Cue the music and let's roll the tape. You having fun?
Having loads of fun, my bud.
You're loving it, eh? Loving it, loving it. How's it going, bro?
What's happening, Chom?
Hey, Butty, we had to take a sand route here, and we've all just got through, and it's absolutely epic. Here on the Luvuvhu River, and hey, some big toys going around this corner in the thick sand. Some of them made it, some of them didn't, and yeah,
good fun, absolutely good fun. But I think we need to push on now. We need to get going because camp is quite far and the trail gets a little bit heavier and a little bit harder. So let's get going.
Yes, it feels a lot worse than it looks.
It soon becomes evident that even though the trail has concrete on the steeper inclines and declines, the two-spoor or jeep track is narrow. This is a track where the rocks and vegetation are out to destroy your vehicle. Between driver and the elements, you face a decision to make at every turn: paint or rubber. Four hours in and 10 kilometers done. The going is slow, but we're getting there.
Slowly, my man.
I join old Heinrich, aka team leader, for a chat in the Hilux GD6.
Track is open.
Yeah, a lot of track clearing, but the going is slow, but we're getting there.
So Heinrich, how many times have you cut down and cleared the track today?
I don't even know numbers anymore to count. I ran out of numbers. And I can't only count to 10. It's been hectic the whole day cutting branches. You can see here where the panga stays in the bakkie. Right here, this track is so overgrown and tough. But we're pressing through. The heat and the humidity doesn't make it any better.
Yeah, but it's magic, eh? It's a beautiful place, eh?
Hey, they said it's going to be nice. They didn't say it's going to be easy. So
yeah,
we're pushing on. That's why we do it.
Another long day as we pull into Buffels camp as the sun begins its race to the horizon line.
Good to be here, eventually. Fantastic.
Been a tough day.
Tough day, hard day, but now we're here, and now we're gonna enjoy our ice cold Windhoek yet again.
Fire made and braai out, we enjoy wild camping alongside the Luvuvhu River.
We have some brave soldiers in our group as the fishing continues, literally in the river. Again, to those of you that visit this place, remember, stay out of unclear, deeper waters. I've been told this river is host to some big crocs. At this time of year, the water was clear and visibility was excellent. Still though, sometimes better to stay on land. How magic was this? So we just stayed at Buffel's campsite. Heinrich takes us to a magic spot here, and really nice to be right on the Luvuvhu River when camping. So everyone set up. We had a brilliant day yesterday. We were all a bit tired, a long drive, hard drive. When you come to Makuya, rocky terrain, a lot of undulation and just slow going. Look after your vehicles, look after your suspension, and make sure all the parts that are working well. So do those checks when you get a minute and enjoy the scenery, because it is splendid, stunning, absolutely fantastic. Now we're getting in the vehicles and we're making our way to World's View, a favorite of ours, a really beautiful spot. World's View campsite is 15 kilometers from Buffel's camp. Expect another full day's drive in larger groups.
So we just saw an absolutely amazing elephant bull here in Makuya. First time we've seen elephant here, which is quite lekker. Heinrich is leading, and we swapped the convoy around. The people that were at the front yesterday, send them to the back like Heinrich has done. Then everyone has a different experience, and yeah, slow going with 9 vehicles, but we're heading towards World's View. According to this Tracks for Africa, 18 kilometers. How's the drive going for you, Ben?
Oh, it's slow going, but it's good. It's nice. It's lovely out here. Makuya is absolutely beautiful. So yeah, fantastic time, good people, nothing better.
Right, so we've just run into our first blowout at Makuya. If you know anything about Makuya, the rocks are sharp. So it's just nicked the sidewall on Heinrich's GD6, and we've got to do the change out now. It's on the back. Listen, it can happen to any vehicle, any tire, it doesn't matter. The conditions here are hardcore, but absolutely enjoyable. And we're going to help old Heinrich now get this vehicle sorted out, get it back on the road, because we've got to get to World's View.
We just came down this little hill here, and it seems like a sharp rock just nicked the tire. I'm actually amazed that it only happened now and not 2 days earlier, because this is Makuya's stick of the trade. Then they go a bit forward. They can just go a bit forward so that it closes, because once it's forward, it closes.
Let me tell you, it's hot.
Very hot.
Very hot.
What would you say the temperatures are at?
It's actually on 41 at the moment.
Woo! It feels like
Beautiful.
beautiful. It lets you know you're alive.
Yo.
What are you guys doing?
No, lekker, bro, and you?
Yeah, very good. Hot, eh? Are you guys hot, boys?
Warm, man.
How warm?
I got 39 on my car. What did you get?
41.
41.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's close to 40. But it's warm.
Yeah, it's hot.
But the aircon's amazing.
Are you enjoying the ride and the drive?
Yeah, it's beautiful, eh?
Much easier than yesterday.
Much easier, yeah.
Yesterday was bouncy.
Except for
Heinrich.
Heinrich was easier yesterday for him.
Yeah, for him it was just caning it everywhere and battling through.
Yeah.
Now he's learning.
I can't complain, the heat is a bit much, but you know what? We're here. A couple of challenges, but we're here.
How's the drive been, buddy?
Oh no, the drive's been fantastic. Baobabs everywhere. Lots of cold drinks, keeping cool inside the car, but it's been fantastic.
Are you having a good time, my man?
Fantastic time.
to get the shots. I walked up this gomo, it was 4:30 in the afternoon, and let me tell you, it was hot and a proper challenge. Now, the camera flattens everything out by at least 35%. This hill has a 30-degree slope and a great challenge to do with only 6 kilometers to go before reaching one of the most spectacular campsites this side of the equator. We made it, and this is one spot where we feel on top of the world.
Okay, yeah, we finally made it to World's View. After a hectic 3 days, I definitely think this view is worthwhile, all the trouble and effort we went through. It was a hard 3 days. We did 55 k's in 3 days. Most of it low range, diff lock stuff, kind of stuff. Had to do a lot of track clearing, lost tires, vehicles took a good beating, but I definitely think this is worthwhile, all the effort we went through. Yesterday at one stage we did 1 kilometer in just over an hour, just to tell you how hectic the road was. But I mean, that's why we do it. Just look at this view. This is why we do it, that's why we get out. So it's all worthwhile.
The following morning, and an early rise, we are greeted by a sunrise that you can only ever experience here at World's View. And my word, what a sunrise it was.
Today, being our last day in the Makuya National Reserve, we head out and take the long way to the exit gates. After some lunch in a riverbed, we make our way to the gate. It's a sad thing to be exiting the reserve as we officially complete the Luvuvhu River Trail. Please note that if you do make this an adventure trip, that there are no ablution facilities or waste removal facilities at the 3 campsites that we stayed at. Everything you bring in, you take out, including the rubbish you accumulate. There is a rubbish cage at the picnic site campsites to dispose of your waste at the end of this trail. Please leave campsites clean and untouched. It is yours and my responsibility to keep the campsite and surrounding areas ready for the next adventure group that appreciate these very wild and special places.
Ross, are you enjoying the trip, bro?
Oh, it's been something else.
Our next stop is the beautiful Indeflate Bush campsite, 21 kilometers from the gate of Makuya. This campsite is only 9 kilometers from the Pafuri entry gate to the northern part of the Kruger National Park. At this stage of the trip, we're all looking forward to some well-deserved rest, hot showers, and the pool. We pull into camp late afternoon after having the adventure of a lifetime. The Indeflate Bush campsite is situated on the edge of the Mutale River. It's a campsite that has both lodging and campsites. It is run by Kruger and his wife Annelies in partnership with the community that call this special place home. And what makes this place so special for me is the campsites that are situated under Africa's oldest giants, the baobab tree. There are 2 of these campsites, so make sure you book ahead to secure them. You'll be glad that you did. After having had a relaxed evening, we wake up, tend to puncture tires, mend headaches, do some camp cleanup, vehicle catch-up, repacking, and then some coffee.
Put my 6 back on it.
Today, Daryl has to head back to the Big Grey, and I think at this point, we all don't want this one to end, and it's such a strange feeling that. With him making an early departure and breaking up the Dream Team Adventure Squad, I caught up with him back in the Big Grey to find out what he thought of the trip.
So my name is Daryl. I'm one of the shareholders of Opposite Lock South Africa. We've been operating our business for 14 years already in South Africa. We import premium quality products from Australia and distribute them throughout sub-Saharan Africa. Some of our brands we do, one of our top brands is our Tough Dog suspension, which has proven to be a great accessory for any overlanding vehicle. We are proud to own the Light Force brand of driving lights and hunting lights in South Africa. We bring in the catch cans from Australia. Another range from Australia we bring in is called Direction Plus. It's a range of catch cans, which is quite a trendy thing in the four-wheel drive industry, as well as pre-fuel filters, which you know yourself, you need to, if you travel to the remote places, you know, some of the fuel's a bit dodgy. We bring in the Intervolt battery system from Australia, also works well, made for our conditions. While we chose Australia to bring our products in from, we just felt the climate was very similar. You know, you got rough terrain, you got the high temperatures, and we found that the products made in Australia work perfectly in our country. It's always great to use our products to test them ourselves on the trip, but this trip I found it was quite incredible because it had a lot of everything, you know. And we had proper rock climbing, we had some thick sand driving. I just found I never had any issues. All the products that we used definitely performed very well. Our Tough Dog suspension, we had no issues. We didn't have any issues with overheating of our shocks, or we didn't have any other problems with it. It was overall, the vehicles performed very well. Very proud of the suspension, like I said, and everything else worked perfectly on the trip. You know, you got to experience it to understand, but it's something that once you've done it, you'll never stop doing it. It is just that incredible. To go and explore these places and overland in these places where people don't often go, and you're with nature and you're with real wildlife. You know, you in the middle of the night when you need to climb out your tent to use an ablution, there's no ablution. You're petrified, there's wild animals all around you. It's just the most amazing experience. And the best experience I've had in my life. You know, and like I said, once you do it, you yearn to go back and do it more and more and more. The bug is real, there's no doubt. You know, we see it. I see it in the market. I see people buying a vehicle and they come to us and we kit it out. We do obviously a full range of products. People kit them out, they go on their first trip, and then when that bug starts, they do not stop. All you ever talk about is the next trip. And when you get back from a trip, the next week is your time spent just telling everybody how amazing the trip was and your experiences, you know. The next one's planned. Oh, no, I'm ready.
No, it was a really good trip, a really good tough trip on the vehicles. But you know what, when a group of people come together and the dynamics all blend and sit well, turns out for a great adventure, and just happy people, you know, really good people, good times, and I'm glad that we did this, Ed. I had a good time. I hope you did too, man. I know old Rhys, he enjoyed it, learned how to drive off-road in those hard conditions.
He doesn't even have a license yet.
He doesn't have a license yet, and Heinrich needs to go back and do his license. Wow! Just good times, man. Really good times.
Our last night, and we visit the Tusani Shack restaurant, which is in the Interkenny Bush campsite compound. Time to enjoy great food with a twist, and enjoy a couple of refreshments in celebration of new friendships made on an amazing trip. And it's also hot.
Hello, Gloria. This is beautiful. Eh?
Thelma, yes.
Nkobus and Tannie Annelies are two angels. They've got Interkenny campsite here on the Rhys River. And what they actually do, they pull in the whole community around them to create jobs.
Okay.
For a community like this. Tusani Shack restaurant that we're eating at tonight, situated in Interkenny, but it's owned by Gloria and Thelma. They are two ladies from the community, and they own and operate this restaurant. And the food is delicious. You'll see really, tonight. Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Gloria.
Thank you.
Roast chicken.
Chicken feet. A little bit unnatural, but hey, we're making it work, making it work.
Show around the camera, bro.
So if you stop thinking that it's a flippin' chicken foot, it's actually really good. The flavor in there is great, but the texture's a bit wobbly, and I thought that it's a chicken foot in that nail. Oh,
yes.
But overall, I think it's okay. But maybe not my first choice.
And well done. To the start of your tour company.
Thanks, guys. Cheers. Thanks, man.
We are here at Pufuri Gate, and I tell you, it's hot, eh? Yeah, it's hot. I think it was 44 degrees Celsius yesterday, and I think it might go a little bit hotter today. Look, listen, we need a closing for the show, and the only way to do that is by coming through to Pafuri Gate and traveling to Punda Maria. But what a lekker couple of nights we had at Interkenny campsite. Massive shout out and thank you to Kubus and the Interkenny village and family there. Awesome, simply stunning. Guys, if you're coming up to Pafuri Gate, make sure you book in and stop off at Interkenny. It will blow your mind. It is simply a stunning campsite. We are in the Kruger National Park. We all broke up and went our separate ways this morning. Some people from the trip left at 4:30, others at 8, and we left at 10. We had a fantastic 2 nights at Interkenny bush campsites. Absolutely brilliant. Today, well, today's a little bit different. We got to get some wildlife shots, and there's no other better way to do that than to enter the Kruger National Park. So we've entered in at Pafuri Gate. I'm traveling with Ed and Rhys as we make our way from Pafuri all the way down to Punda Maria. It's a 78-kilometer drive, and we're going to make a stop off at the Pafuri picnic site and hopefully get to Crook's Corner. Such a special part of the Kruger National Park, and a place that is one of my top 10 places to visit as an overlander in Southern Africa. Simply stunning. And this being the month of November, it's very hot. 44 degrees yesterday, and today I reckon it's going to go up to close to 48. But the bush is at its best and it looks stunning. So stick with us, folks. The adventure is not over yet. Brilliant. How magic is that, eh? Woodlands Kingfisher. We are here at Pafuri picnic site, a favorite stop to many people who come and visit the north of Kruger National Park. And we're fixing up some grub and keeping an eye out for those pesky little monkeys, because they move around here and they move around quick.
Called the Haven of Scoundrels, we arrive at Crook's Corner. This is one of those places that we keep revisiting. Maybe in search for great sightings alongside the river, or because it's one of those places that has a natural splendor to it. It's a place that not only is the confluence point of 2 river systems, the Luvuvhu and the Limpopo, but it is also the confluence point of 3 countries, South Africa, Mozambique and Zimbabwe. It's a spot in the olden days when poaching was prolific, where unlawful men searched for the refuge between either of the 3 countries. It served at one stage as an illegal trade route for poachers of ivory, bushmeat, gun runners, illegal black labor recruiters, and other shady characters that chose a free life of buccaneers and outlaws. Back on the road, and we head for Punda Maria campsite, where we'll be spending our last night in the Kruger National Park. It's a 65-kilometer drive on tar or compact gravel, depending on which route you choose to take. An easy drive, and after long days on the road, we take it easy in camp and enjoy one of the best swimming pools in the Kruger National Park during the heat of the day. The great thing with the main camps in Kruger National Park, and especially those with waterholes, is that the wild is just behind a low-lying fence. Wildlife frequent these waterholes, and as such, the wild is literally on your doorstep. Being early evening, we take a walk down to the hide and on cue, and just after arriving, the Kruger delivers its magic in spades. This is why I overland, why I adventure, and why I love Africa, the wild.
So 7 nights in the bush, with our 8th night spent at Kruger National Park, where we had a night at Punda Maria campsite, which was brilliant. We're now heading back to Johannesburg, and as all good things must, they come to an end. A big thank you to Daryl and Kuba and gang from Opposite Lock with Tough Dog Suspension. A big thank you to Heinrich for planning this little get-together and shindig. And to Ben, you absolute legend, for all the help, advice, good humors, and cracks up around the fireplace. Absolutely brilliant to get to hang with you all. To Chris and Connor for absolutely fantastic times. To Niku for all your help at the beginning stages of the trail. Nice to meet you, Neil. To Kenny, thanks for coming out from Sea Gear. And to Ross from Takla Products for being an absolute legend. To you all, what a fantastic adventure. To my brother-in-law Rhys for helping out with absolutely everything in and around camp, driving, filming. Wow, just a really fun-filled adventure, and it really was. Makuya is a tough and hard place to drive. We had great times at exciting and magical campsites right on the Luvuvhu River. And to my mate Ed, also really such a pleasure to travel with you. It's been a long time. We make our way back to Johannesburg today. I hope you enjoyed this one. If you have, leave a thumbs up, a comment, all that good stuff down below. Till the next adventure, guys, stay safe, keep trucking. I'm Ryan, and this is 4x4 Ventures, taking you on what surely has to be an amazing adventure. Stay safe, keep trucking. Until the next one, I hope to see you out there. Cheers.
I think you have to be prepared. You have to be prepared for these trips, you know. So a lot of the standard vehicles when you buy them, they could do a lot of the stuff, but you know, when you're going to go spend a week in the bush with no water, no electricity, you need to be prepared and you need to be kitted out for it. You've got to be able to survive that time, you know, and the vehicles just do it for us. With everything we got in our vehicles, we managed perfectly.
I think for me personally, getting the right advice was key to me having a very comfortable trip. And I ended up with the right equipment. I didn't have any failures or breakdowns on any of the stuff I was using, and that made it a lot easier. And having the right advice, I think, is very important. You know, speaking to the right people. You know, you can go learn it the hard way, which is great. But for me personally, I was very fortunate because I had the right people around me to advise me on what to do, what to get, and what the conditions are going to be.
So definitely, you know, when you start doing this, the true overlanding lifestyle, you need to have these upgrades. Suspension, I think, is an important one. You know, if you drive on long corrugated roads, you know, a standard vehicle will start suffering in the end. It will give you problems. You know, you'll have shock fade. And I think that's why we get all these aftermarket products, is to better the vehicle for what the situation you've got to use. You know, with the setups we do, so we can go overlanding, we can load the vehicle to its maximum capacity and still have a very good ride. When we get back and we're using it for a daily driver, we can adjust it. We're back to normal and suit it. So it's not something you need to change just for a trip. Once you've got it in, it covers everything for you. It makes it quite comfortable.
100%, man. So I think a lot of our market is in the overlanding sector, but another big portion of it is just everyday cars. It is the kids, it is the dogs, it is the normal daily wear and tear that these vehicles take. And we preserve those interiors, look after those interiors, and allow you to drive with peace of mind. The kids can get in and open snacks and stuff and make a mess, and it's not a worry. You can jump out of the ocean with your wet board shorts, jump on the seats, it's not an issue. So our products are designed to take that beating and to make sure the vehicle doesn't, but our products do. It's all about looking after the asset. If you go with a banged up car to a dealership, they're not going to offer you much. But if somebody can see that you've looked after that car and you've protected it and you've actually appreciated what it is and what it can do, there's a lot of value in that.
In the next episode, I head for Zimbabwe with the Adventure Squad, and it's wild. The place of elephants. We cross rivers, stay in wilderness campsites, and explore the Runde River. This is Ghana Resort, and this is one not to miss.
I mean, if you could sum up adventure in a day, that was today.
Thank you to my active patrons. Be a legend, sign up, and support my work.